The samurai Vocaloid himself. Kamui Gakupo is a handsome addition to the Vocaloid era of music, produced by the internet company who gave us the emotional Gumi. But not only is he amazingly handsome, get over it, in the fandom and in many songs, he is one massive pervert. And when I say massive, I mean one massive, extracurricular massive, something on like a calculus level massive scale. I guess you'd call it infinity. Pervert. If you've ever wondered that, then don't worry, because I've got the answers to your burning and weird question. Why is Gakupo such a pervert? This is our discussion today on According to Demo. Put your headphones on. If you've heard any Gakupo songs, then you've probably come across some of his more lewder songs. If you're an old fan, you most definitely know he's hiding some deep sexual urges. Well, if it's in his songs for the world to see, he's not really hiding it now, is he? He's flaunting it for the world to see. And he gave the Vocaloid community its fair share of overt perverted songs and also pedophilic songs. Why is he always singing those songs anyway? You may wonder, because I do, obviously. Well, the answer may shock you, but in order to answer this, we'll first have to go through Gakupo's past and see what he is as a Vocaloid. Kamui Gakupo, released by Internet Co. and in July 2008, next to Luca from Krypton Future Media of the same year. This is why they're so commonly associated with each other, and also why some people ship the two. His vocal provider is a singer known as Gact, which led to his name being Gakupoid, and also who is irrelevant in this case. Now, what is almost funny is that when he came out, most Vocaloid fans thought he was not a Vocaloid. Yeah, but a Gakupoid. Ha! Funny. The same happened to Gumi too with the Mechpoid, you know. As it turns out, you know the ID at the end of Vocaloid, Gakupoid, Mechpoid? That actually means identification. So if you ever wonder what a Vocaloid actually means, it actually means Vocal Optimization Identification Database, or just drop the database. I don't know exactly how they do that, or at least officially by Yamaha, you know, the big dog, who has a trademark on the word Vocalo as well. So there you go. You know a little bit about Vocaloid. So what about Gakupo makes him a pervert rather than just his original personality? Well, I found something unique to him. And boy, are you going to see him in a different light after I'm done. Apologies before I get into this. Oh boy. Most of what I found spurns from his outfit. Gakupo wears a kimono known as a jinbaori, whatever, which is used as a battle surcoat for samurais. His katana is actually called Rakuten Mibiri, which means musical blade of beauty. Every time he swings his sword, music plays. So yeah, he's a samurai, but how does that make him a massive pervert? Well, since you asked, and you know, since we're going through Gakupo's history, might as well just go through our own and see what samurais really were like without all this Hollywood nonsense. Oh, Hollywood, what have you done to the samurais? They made them better. Really? But they're not accurate. You don't want them to be accurate. Trust me, you don't want to be. I'm going to show you how accurate they are. Here we go, back in time to Feudal Japan, where the samurai, ninja, and other things you know are awesome were held, like the yokai or other things. It is here that the Kamakura period, where the samurai first took its official meaning under Minamoto Yorimoto. Samurai in general were his bodyguards and made them into things they were today. Famous. But what you may not know is that samurai have been so betraying over the course of their existence. Maybe not direct harm to their masters, but if you think about it, the only way an assassination happened a long time ago without ranged weapons is if the guardsmen or the army slacked off and allowed it, which was fairly common in military agenda even in the 20th century. And I'm sure you can find some examples in this day and age as well. Anyway, that's not pervy. War is not a perverted manner. So why the connection? Why are we delving deeper over here? Well, the samurai, ninja, shogunates, and even the farmers and the Buddhist monks were very, let's just say they banged a lot. And not only that, they were ready for every chance to start making hamki pancakes with people. And this just didn't include wives or husbands, but also people of the same gender and even children. Say it, Demo, say it. Say it. And even children as young as 8 years old. Ugh. That left a bad taste in my mouth. Every day. According to various sources, here's basically what they all agree to. One of these percepts of Shudo, abbreviated from Wakashudo, or Way of the Adolescent Boys. Shudo encouraged samurai to take on young male lovers around the age of 12, but younger and older too. Such apprenticeships, in quotes, were intended to create strong bonds between established samurai and future ones. The relationships would carry on until the boy reached adulthood and became a samurai, which was around the age of, let's see, well, what was it? I didn't write it down. It was probably like 16, maybe even 14, so 2 years. Better than when if it was like 30 or something. So also went towards Buddhist monks, with Zen monk Ikkyu writing in his first known biography. Follow the rule of celibacy and you are no more than an ass. That sounds so... I don't even know what to say about that. And of course, when Christianity got into the land, there was major suffering with, like, oh man, you could imagine how embarrassed they were against travelers of the faith. Now here's the thing, Jesuit priests Francis Cabral wrote in 1596 that abominations of the flesh and vicious habits were regarded in Japan as quite honorable. Men of standing entrust their sons to the bonzes. Bonzes? What are bonzes? Bonzes to be instructed in such things, and at the same time to serve their lust. Yes, that is actually how it goes. So yeah, that happened. It didn't help that sex in Japan at the time was a part of a spiritual awakening. I mean, technically, in almost all religions it is, but some preserve it while others give it away so quickly that it's like a teaching your kid to anything really while they're just young enough to be molded. So yeah, that does happen to a lot of people nowadays as well. Sad and pathetic in my eyes, but I'm a Christian, so you probably already understand that religion like these were so severely diminished when Christian morals came into be. Ironically, this is also the reason Japan is so into sexuality nowadays. I guess the thing kept going. It's alright. Gakupo has been living his own life exactly the way he's supposed to, yet we're the ones that are questioning his perviness. Because let's face it, samurais were no different than military enlisted farmers for the shogunate. Of course, this is only if Gakupo isn't a ronin, which is a samurai who considers his sword just a weapon and doesn't follow anyone, only himself, or anyone who he chooses to follow, and by how much he is willing to follow. Like we all do now in this day and age. Okay, listen. I don't like hearing this the same as you, maybe even worse because, I don't know. But really, we all have to be a little pervy sometimes, except maybe keep your pedo bear lust under control. Jeez. I think Gakupo has well over 4 songs about underage girls in weird situations. Well, the point is, history can surely lead us to a better future. To look at the past, see what was wrong, what was right, and look what we believe today. To what is wrong and what is right, and see how far humanity has come. Or may start regressing backwards, because, that happens. Mainly, just thank God you don't have to fight the Civil War, or be hanged for telling off the king, or burning just because nations around you hate you. Well, unless you're in the Middle East. Or, most importantly, not being sodomized by a fat pervert with a katana who says it'll make you spiritually better for it. I can't even get over that. I don't want to look this stuff up. Yeah, I'm ruining Gakupo for everyone now. Everyone is just gonna keep saying in the comments, "Oh, you've ruined him for me. How dare you? I did not ask for this. You wanted to know, or else you wouldn't clicked on the video." We all know pedophilia is wrong on a major scale, especially when it comes to a child trafficking, which I really despise every monster who does that to children. Sorry if I went too serious, but we're growing as a world, okay? And Gakupo is just an idol to show us our past, our deepest perverted natures, the flesh of humanity, for our own good, in order to keep us from reverting back into it, that awful state of dying when you're 25 from STDs from a male prostitute. I hope I didn't hurt you all. But here's what I found, and if you don't like it, it's not like I do either, okay? Just do me a favor. Stay within your laws and morals so you don't go against your conscience, because a human definition of sin is the aching of the conscience. Well, I completely ruined Gakupo. Tell me in the comments if he's ruined completely or not. And I will release your answers on the next According to Demo video. So, if you want more Vocaloid or gaming content, then press that subscribe button. And if you want to see more of According to Demo, then go ahead and click that like button as well. I think you'll come back. I know you'll come back for some more According to Demo. What will be next? I don't know. I was thinking Kaito, Leon, and Lola. I've started their script, but I haven't gotten it done yet. I need to do that. I also have Lily, Rin, Haku, oh yeah, Tokuzunko, and, Luo Tiani. Luo Tiani may be next. Of course, my bae from China. Oh yeah, China also may have been initiated in this conversation, not just Japan, and also maybe the Philippines too. Well, also maybe, no, not Russia, not Russia. Not the point, I'm just gonna end it, okay. Catch it next time.